Hey, this is 1001 Investing Channel. We are here with tips and secrets about investing. So please pay attention to this audio. The incredible advantage of never selling. There is a reason that the richest people in the world are business owners. Businesses grow our money much faster than anything else, because we don't have to find a new place to reinvest our annual gains. If we're making 15% per year returns from a wonderful company, where else can we get that rate of return? What better place to put our money than a company that returns to us 15% or more a year? There is no better alternative, which is why leaving the gains from our investment in our investment, rather than cashing out, is critical to becoming very, very rich. This is true whether we're retired or not. Being able to reinvest our annual gains and compound money continually at 15% or more a year in a wonderful company is incredibly important to a rule number one investor. It means that, theoretically at least, we have to pick only a few wonderful businesses, buy them at attractive prices, and we're done. We're certain to get rich. The money pouring in will do all the work for us from then on. Keep in mind that our definition of a wonderful business includes the notion of moat, which further includes the notion of predictability. If the business becomes unpredictable, perhaps the moat has been breached. In that case, the business, by rule number one definition, is no longer wonderful and we sell it. It's true, the richest people in the world got their money, almost without exception, from businesses that grew their fortunes. On Forbes' 2004 list of the richest people in the world, the first real estate mogul doesn't make his appearance until number 34, and the next one, Donald Trump, doesn't show up until number 78. Everybody else on the list grew their money from businesses. The top 10 built their fortunes in such areas as technology, Microsoft and Oracle, numbers 1 and 5 respectively, mass retail, Walmart, number 6, 10, grocery, number 3, oil and gas, number 4, investing, Warren Buffett at number 2, etc. The power of a business to compound money is, in the words of Albert Einstein, who was especially referring to compounding rates of return, the most powerful force in the world. Let's say, for example, we buy Apollo Group in 2000 at an attractive price, in this case, $10 per share. By the end of 2004, Apollo Group had grown its earnings by well over 300% and we hadn't taken any of the money out, i.e., our gains to use elsewhere. We left it all in the business and continued to compound our money at well over 15% per year. By 2020, if Apollo can keep the growth going, our reinvested earnings will have grown 7,000%. At that point, let's say we decide to retire. The year is 2020, and assuming Apollo Group is still as consistent and predictable as ever, we can sell the business we paid $10 per share for in 2000 for about $1,000 per share, a 25% per year rate of return. If we had put $10,000 into Apollo Group in 2000, we now have $1 million. $1 million. Is it better to cash out and take that $1 million to live on in retirement? Or should we do something else with that money? What's the best, most secure way to retire? Can a stock price really go from $10 a share to $1,000? Businesses rarely allow their stock prices to run up to $1,000 per share. Berkshire Hathaway, The Washington Post, and a few others do, but not many, because the higher stock price makes it more difficult to find buyers. Most people are intimidated by the thought of paying that much for a single share. Berkshire Hathaway Class A shares are currently priced at over $80,000 per share. Mr. Buffett leaves it up there intentionally to help prevent a lot of trading in the stock. What most businesses do to keep their stock prices south of $80 is, at a point when the price is soaring to triple digits and beyond, give every shareholder 2 new shares for each original share, the value of each new share being half the original. For example, if the stock price is $100 a share and you give me two $50 shares to replace my one $100 share, I've still got $100 worth of stock, but now I have two shares trading at $50 each. This is called a stock split, and it's done all the time. So, 10 years from now, we might not have one share worth $1,000. More likely, for each of our original shares we'll have 50 shares worth $20 each for a total of $1,000 of value for our original $10 investment. If, at any time along this 20-year investment journey, Apollo becomes less than wonderful or massively overpriced, we'll sell it and stay out of it until the situation is rectified. Our money, in that case, will be invested in some other wonderful business that we can find at an attractive price. So, although I write about staying for 20 years in one business, in reality few businesses make it 20 years without becoming union wonderful along the way. Nonetheless, for a rule number one investor, the compounding numbers work out the same whether we're talking about one business for 20 years or serial businesses for 20 years. If 25% average annual returns for 20 years sounds like a high rate of return, get used to it. It's Mr. Buffett's average for the last 50 years, and we, as small rule number one investors, have major advantages over Mr. Buffett that more than make up for our lack of genius. While we shouldn't expect 25% a year for 20 years, don't count on not getting it. It can happen to you, and you'd hate to let yourself down. Need some proof? Consider the following true stories of wonderful companies whose stock prices, per share, split adjusted exploded. Walgreens, 50 cents to $48, 1978 to 2002. Walmart, 20 cents to $64, 1975 to 2000. Dell, 4 cents to $42, 1989 to 1999. Amgen, 10 cents to $72, 1985 to 2001. These, and more, all grew at 25% a year average for 20 years or longer. In the last 10 years, Apollo Group, $1 to $80, Whole Foods, $6 to $120, Toll Brothers, $4 to $48, Urban Outfitters, $1 to $50, Chico's Fashions, 20 cents to $35, Bed Bath & Beyond, $3 to $46, and more have done 25% or better. $10,000 invested in any or all of the first group, from Walgreens to Amgen, is now worth well over $1 million. $10,000 invested in any or all of the second group, from Apollo to Bed Bath & Beyond, is now worth over $100,000 through one of the worst stock drops in history.
Thanks for watching. I will upload a video every day with tips and solutions. So, for more, please like it and subscribe. It's free. Bye-bye.